What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing. We got some special guests on with us today. We got Coach Noah with us, and you got your fighter with us, man. Introduce yourself, bro.
Bryant Brown. Most people know me as Too Smooth, my nickname, or whatever.
Oh, okay, yep. So yeah, we follow each other. We've been, you've been showing love to my page and shit. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man, for sure for hopping on with us.
Always,
Yeah.
always.
And then for you, Coach, man, I know you got to, we've been kind of DMing back and forth about Punch Town is about to open up. What's that journey been like, Doug? And just kind of open up your own gym. What made you want to go down that lane?
Well, I was working in landscaping. What was that? 2021, and it was really taking me away from boxing because I was an amateur boxer. So I was really missing boxing, and I decided to be a personal trainer. So I quit my job and I went and be a personal trainer just for like strength and conditioning. Got a job at the gym, and then all of a sudden I ended up boxing again. Then I ended up training kids, and I built up a team. And fast forward today, we got our own gym. Well, we about to open in December.
And then, like, as far as like your own team, how many kids you got on the team, or how many people you got on the team, and then how many events have y'all competed in so far?
We've competed in a lot of events since we maybe a lot. I can't even keep track, but I know my first year coaching, my team all together combined, we went 13-1. We had 13 wins and one loss, and that loss was a robbery, but it's all good. But I got 10 fighters that are like active that compete. Then I got other fighters that are like training and getting ready, and then I got a lot of clients that I just train to get in shape, fitness, and stuff like that.
And then Brian, bro, like, what got you started in boxing? You know what I mean? Obviously, we've been following each other on the ground for a minute, so I've been seeing you on your journey. What got you started in the sport?
Um, I started boxing when I was a kid, when I was like 6 years old. My dad started taking my brother to the gym, and my brother actually was a pro boxer and went 5-0 in the pros, and he stopped or whatever. But I kind of followed behind my brother. Like I seen him doing it. Then my dad brought me in. At first, I didn't like it because I played basketball and all that as a kid, so I really ain't like it. Then I just kind of just stuck with it, and it just grew on me. You know what I mean? And I started having fights. By the time I was around 8, I started having fights, and I started winning, and I started liking it as I kept doing it. So when I got older, I was like, yeah, like this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? And like I said, really when I got to winning and getting the feel of boxing, that's when it came about. When I started really liking it. So
At what age do you feel like that it basically set in for you that basically you decided you was going to take care of your family with this sport?
um, maybe when I was about 17, because at that point I started traveling a little bit more. I started going to national tournaments a little bit more. And at that point, it got real. When you a kid and you boxing, it really don't be that real. You know what I mean? Because you do like little 1 minute rounds and you get it over with that quick. But once you get 3 minute rounds and you become an elite, and you know what I mean, it's different. Like it's a whole different ball game. You fighting grown man, and it just changed for me. And actually, for some reason, I don't know, it made me like it even more. Like I said. And it's just the fact of just accomplish accomplishing stuff after you don't work so hard. You know what I mean? That's what it is for me. You know.
How would you say you liked the amateur style? Because we had a lot of top amateurs on here, and even the successful amateurs be saying they don't really like the style because it's fast paced. You might have a style where you want to pick your shots and things of that nature. How you like the amateur piece?
Well, me personally, I was uh trained by a world champion, former world champion. He the way he trains is like a pro. So I was brought up to fight like a pro at a young age. So me, I don't like the amateur style because, like they say, it's a rush pace. But like I'm getting used to it as I keep fighting and keep fighting. I'm getting used to the pace, but I really don't like it because you gotta rush your shots. You know what I mean? Like I'm a thinking fighter. Like I can probably say I'm a pure boxer. I'm like a Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney type of boxer. You know what I mean? I like to think because I know how to set shots up. When I think, I do better. You know what I mean? But when I just go to rushing, I make mistakes. You know what I mean? So I kind of don't like the fact that you got to rush your shots in the amateurs. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and I can kind of tell by just by like the clips I've seen of you sparring or competing, like you're a slick, real
Yeah.
boxer. You can tell that you probably that fast paced shit probably do get annoying at some point.
Yeah, like when I be in the real fights, like when I like in sparring, I can spar and it give me time to think. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I spar way better than I fight. I ain't gonna lie. But when I fight, it be like I know I be in a thinking like in a fast paced fight, but I be thinking fast. You know what I mean? So it be like I be going back telling him as soon as I get to the corner, I'm like I gotta think fast because like I'm so used to sparring and you know what I mean?
yeah, can
In a
relax a
real
little bit.
fight, yeah. So that's what it is.
And then, how did y'all relationship come about? Obviously y'all been doing y'all thing for a few years now. How did y'all relationship come about, and how did y'all form? Just y'all bond that y'all got.
We grew up together in the same gym, trained by the same trainer. So we was trained by Jimmy Paul, who's a world champion from Kronk, and he had a gym hands on 7 and Mound,
Yeah,
and we grew up boxing together. I started boxing when I was 13, so I met him around 13 years old, and we just always trained together, practiced together. And then when Jimmy stepped away from boxing, everyone went their separate ways. I became a coach. He was looking for a coach. He thought like maybe he not gonna box no more, and then we reconnected. And he said I'm the closest thing to Jimmy, so that's why we got like the chemistry because we know the same stuff and we teach. We teach the same stuff, know the same stuff.
like is it intimidating to some point or to some sort that you such a young coach and you going against people they getting coached by their dads or trainers that's been doing it for 20, 30 years.
No, I love it because like ever since I became a coach, like okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. So I started training Titus, who's my first
Yeah,
fighter I ever started training. He's young, maybe he was 12 years old when I started training him. Now he's 13. So I started training him, and the first fight I took him, Carlos, and Drew to. The first show I ever took my fighters to. We went there, and everybody that knew me was like, "What you doing being a coach? You gonna get somebody hurt?" And they like, "You don't know nothing. You don't got enough experience. You not old enough. Blah blah blah." Because I'm 21. At the time, I was 20. I'm 21 now. So Drew knocked somebody out in the first round. Carlos had a tough fight with an open class fighter in his first fight, and he won. That's the one that was a robbery. But I didn't care because it was a great fight. It was entertaining for everybody that watched. Everybody came up to us. That was the best fight I ever seen. And then Titus fought a kid that was 5-0 his first fight. They set it up so he could lose or whatever. He fought a kid that was 5-0, and they told me he was 0-0. Titus smoked him. They said, "You gonna get kids hurt," and Titus hurt his opponent. Drew knocked out his guy. So they were telling me I'm gonna get kids hurt, and my kids hurting they kids. But ever since then, I've heard a lot of stuff. I was doing pad work before a fight, and my dad was standing there, and somebody told my dad, not knowing it's my dad, that's not gonna work in a real fight. And just hearing little stuff like that, it put this like chip on my shoulder. I mean, like I'm about to show everybody because I do believe in my fighters speak for myself that I'm a great coach. I teach the science of boxing, and I have secrets that not a lot of people know that I learned from my coach Jimmy Paul. Everything I teach comes from Jimmy Paul and all my experiences in the ring. I've had a lot of sparring experiences. I fought in the amateurs. I went to Vegas, Ohio, everything. All over America. So I have a lot of experience. And then Jimmy, those two combined is what make me a great coach. And then the fighters, they get in there. I just teach them. They got to go and show out. And every fighter that I've ever trained have a killer mentality and they're ready for war.
who are some you just said you had some amateur experience, and also this question for you too, Bryant. Who are some guys that y'all like getting sparring in with? or where's I guess, and then I guess on the flip side of that for you, Noah, where are some places that you like taking your fighters to get some good work in at?
Um, so to take for good work, to be honest with you, lately it's been real hard. Like we go to this is how I feel. We go to gyms, they see me, I'm young, and my guys whoop on the work. And then they don't want to let us come back because they feel like, man, this kid just brought his kids in and whooped on us and I'm a world champion and I'm this and that. So work has been hard. We like to go out of town for the work, like Ohio or shout out Darkside. Darkside got good work in Dearborn. They
Yeah,
they
shut up,
cool
Dr.
people. They real
Yeah,
cool people. We just start going over there. All cool, respectful, got good work. New Way, it's a kid.
yeah, shut up,
It's a
anyway.
guy that he be sparring really
Malik.
good
I
work.
think his name is
Camille,
Malachi.
Yeah,
Malik or
oh,
something.
he is cold. Besides that, it's really been hard. So my guys really just spar each other. And then who you like to work with?
I mean, honestly, the best work for me, like down here, is maybe Malik, whatever his name is. I feel like he did because everybody else that I sparred one time, and they don't want to spar me no more
They
because
never
I
want to
guess
spar.
you know what I mean. But every time we call him and try to, you know what I mean, because I be trying to get ready for fights. I don't be trying to like. I'm not the type of guy to go in there and just try to beat the crap out of somebody. You know what I mean? But when I get in there and I get to putting that skill on them, these guys can't handle it. You know what I mean? Because I got so much experience. I've been around a long time. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. So I know when punches is coming. I know certain stuff that a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? So when I get in there with these guys and they have a tough time with me, or I just happen to beat the brakes off of them, they don't never want to spar again. You know what I mean? And it'd be hard for me to find sparring, so I have to go out of town. I got to do stuff like that. It'd be real hard. Plus, I'm still amateur. You know what I mean? So
and then you said you sparred a new. I seen you post a picture. You sparring with Camille. Strong dude. He fighting at like 189 in the amateurs.
Yeah,
yeah,
New
yeah,
Way.
that's his name. That's his name. Yeah, yeah,
Camille,
yeah,
yeah. I trained that new way for a minute. Yeah, that's my dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
He
great
he
work.
he, he pretty nice. He about the only one that I can say that gives me what I need. You know what I mean? Because
No,
he
Camille go crazy. Yeah, Camille got work.
yeah,
I
yeah.
sparred Camille a couple times too. Camille got
Uh-huh.
work.
Yeah, he around my weight class. He a little bit bigger, but he fights like he's a 165 pounder. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
So he keep
he like 189 to almost
yeah
200.
yeah
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I can't say that about him, but that's probably the only one. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, what's next for you? Do you plan on going pro anytime soon? You want to keep doing the amateurs for like maybe another year or two?
Okay, so right now I'm 22. I'll be 23 in January of next year. The plan right now is to finish out the whole next year as a amateur. I'm gonna try to go for some national tournaments. You know what I mean? And just hopefully I grab them all. I'm looking to grab maybe 4 of them if I can. You know what I mean? Then after that, I want to try to go pro. Maybe in the middle or toward the end of next year. I want to turn pro, and I just take off from there. Cause I don't want to just go pro like every. No disrespect to nobody else, but you know, I know my skill level, and I know where I'm supposed to be at in the pros. I don't want to just turn pro off the bat, and now I got to work even harder. You know what I mean? I'd rather make it easy for myself by winning elite tournaments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That way, when I do turn pro, I can get something behind me, possibly. You know what I mean?
right. You just had
So
a more of a
that's how
backing.
I'm looking at it. I'm still young, so I got the rest of my 20s. You know what I mean? So
And when you say get something behind you, you mean like basically like get like big promoters and big managers basically to look at you a little bit if you can go get you a couple natties.
yes, cause it's like this. A lot of people don't know this. Your amateur career is important. Like a lot of people don't even know this because they just fight. They think it's
Very.
let me get some fights. I turn pro. They gonna hear that I got 100 and some fights. You can have 100 and some fights with no national. Nobody gonna do nothing for you. You know what I mean? But if say you got less fights, say you got 30 fights, But out of them 30 fights, you got about 6 elite nationals. Yeah,
They're gonna turn you pro.
They coming with that money behind
Al
it
Heyman, all of that turn you pro.
because it's the nationals that matter. It's not how many fights you got. It's not about that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's
No,
what that's what I'm going for. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I was gonna say, yeah, we know a couple amateurs that's kind of in that similar situation. I'm not sure if you know, like Zaquin Moses, we interviewed him before. He's an elite amateur right now, just got qualified for the Olympics, but he don't have nearly as amount as a amount of amateur fights as a lot of them guys he fighting right now. But now he
Yeah.
qualified for the Olympics, you know what I mean? So somebody gonna come back him just because of that, because he, you know what I
Yep.
mean, he's beating these
Yep.
top guys. And he, even though he don't have 100 fights like the other
Hmm.
guys, he's still getting it in, beating these top guys. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that matter. Yeah.
And then you said, when was your target date to open up, bro?
December around. We're thinking like hopefully right before Christmas we'll be open. Uh, that's what we hoping. If not, end of December, beginning of January. But
It's looking
it's
like
looking
right
like
now. It's
right
looking like
yeah
December,
right before
earliest December.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, I'm definitely gonna come check y'all out. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
the work in,
We
man.
we we've been working like me, him, people that I train. We go to the building, we clean it out.
Yeah,
We just took all the insulation from the whatever it's called, for the main trunk or whatever. We took all the insulation out, everything. Now we're just waiting for like them to inspect the building, like stuff with the city, and then we can start painting and moving in equipment. Boom, everything's gonna fall into place after that. We'll be open around December for sure.
right. And then is there some fighters or coaches, and I guess for you too, Noah, since you know that you taking this route, there's some fighters or coaches that y'all look at to learn from and get some game from.
For coaches, for me, the one that I always look up to is my coach, Jimmy Paul. I call him, I talk to him, ask for advice all the time. He's actually gonna be a part of my gym. He's gonna come and be a coach. He's busy, so like he's gonna be a coach like part time,
Yeah,
um, and help out with stuff. But that's somebody that I always keep in contact with, and he know everything. He was a world champion, so he know the game, and that was back in the day, so he really know what it is. So that's who I do. And then for you, for fighters,
I mean, for me, I mean, what you mean, like?
I guess just like it's just some guys that you just you watch on like a daily basis and like damn, like yeah, I might use that or I might pick that up, or you
Oh,
know what I mean?
I watch. Okay, I watch a couple old school fighters, but the main fighters I watch is Shakur Stevenson. I watch maybe a little bit of Devin Haney, but I watch Javante, Tommy Hearns. You know, I try to watch old school mixed in with the new school a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to forget the old school. You know, so I try to look back on certain stuff that they used to do, and then look at the new school and try to put it in with my own game. And man, as far as like the motivation and stuff like that, what keeps me going is maybe just knowing that I got somebody that believe in me just as much as I believe in myself. You know what I mean? I think that's what everybody need when they got a coach. You know what I mean? When they start boxing, I think they need somebody that believe in them just as much as they believe in themselves. Because you can only
Yeah,
believe in yourself so much. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need somebody to remind you of who you is. You know?
hell yeah, or to pull that extra up out of you, you be
Yeah.
like, I'm done or some shit. And it's good that y'all been together since y'all was kids. Y'all really know each other for real.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
yeah, we know each
So
other.
so so when we go at, you know what I mean, when we get into them fights,
We be
it be
lit.
crazy
Like
because we be lit. We be
we
we be
lit. We
smiling.
on the same energy. Like before the fight, we just it's this. I don't know how to explain. It's like this vibe. Like we both in kill mode. Like I'm a fighter. Like for the rest of my life, no matter if I never box again, I'm a fighter. I know I have a fighter mentality. So when he fighting, I feel like I'm fighting. I'm locked in too. When he in the ring making a miss and breaking noses, I feel like I broke
Cause,
the
cause,
guy's nose
cause, cause,
too.
'cause we already know we got that chemistry with each other.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah,
if, if I'm down a little bit and I'm slacking, I come back to the corner. He give me that look. All right, I know what it
Yeah, I
means. You
tell
know what
him.
I mean? That's how it is with us.
Like we be straight up. Like if he doing something, I'm gonna tell him straight up. Like, bro, you got to pick it up. It's too close. This is a real fight. I be seeing like on TV. I'm not talking about nobody that I know, but like on TV, I've seen like I say what's his name uh Derek James. He tell his fighters like, oh yeah, you doing good, and they down by like 7 rounds. I'm gonna tell you straight up,
Yeah.
you losing.
I need somebody to be real with me. I
Yeah.
don't need no yes man.
I mean, I don't know if Derek James. I don't know if Derek James do that, but I get it though.
I seen his last not with Charlotte with Crawford and Spence. I seen him. He was telling them like, "You doing good," but this was early on. He was like, "You doing good. You doing good." I was saying in my house, I was like, I wouldn't tell him that. I'd tell him how to adjust and you down. But then later on, he did start telling him like, "You losing."
What would you say the biggest challenge basically of being a young coach?
I mean, it's a lot of people that just get in like okay, like people get in my fighters' ears like he too young, man. He ain't never turned pro. He don't know this. He don't know that. Uh, a lot of people try to get in my fighters' ears. That's one challenge, but my fighters go out and win, or if they lose, it's a close decision. It's a close fight, and they learn from it. So uh, that's really the challenge. A lot of people trying to stop what I got going on, basically. But besides that, nothing. I love boxing. I study boxing 24/7. I study all the fighters. I watch my own fighters. I take videos and study everything, and I just try to be great. I do homework on like boxing is my homework. I do homework with boxing every day, so I don't really see no challenges. Um, Besides people just trying to get in the way, but that really motivate me even more.
Is it hard kind of trying to gain respect from these other coaches and gyms?
Yeah, we've had some things where we had some things like drama on social media. I spoke my opinion and everything, but I really don't care because at the end of the day, this is amateur boxing. I don't got any pros right now. When he turned pro, he'll be my first pro, but it's amateur boxing, so it's not about me. It's about I want Titus, Bryant, Carlo, everybody I train. I want them to go in there, do the best of their abilities, everything we trained on, and get the W. And if you don't get the win, at least you learn from it and you come back stronger. That's all I care about. We're like a family. Like they're all my brothers. So at the end of the day, it's not about me at all. I do this because I have a passion for boxing and boxing I had injuries and I was on and off with it. So I feel like this is the closest thing I got to coming back, because I got to make money and I got to do this and that. So being a coach is the closest I can get to being full time in boxing. So it's not about me. It's about the fighters and the amateurs and how they can be great. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, and I was gonna actually ask you, but you kind of hinted on it, saying that you had some injuries. I was gonna ask you, did you ever have any plans of maybe stepping back in the ring?
Soon I feel like because like I said, Jimmy told me the other day, he was on the phone with me and my dad. He said, Tommy Hearns hit me up. This gym hit me up. This gym hit me up. They all want me to be a coach there. The only person that bring me out retirement is you, Noah, because I like what you got going on. Now that's my coach. So if and me and Bryant we opening the gym. So if he come back and he in the gym, I know I'm gonna say, give me some pad work like old times say. And
Yeah.
then who knows? Cause who knows? I hate cutting weight. That's the only thing, but you never know.
And then what weight was you fighting at?
The last time I fought was in 2019, so I was 130, like 138, I think 130. I always fought at 130. I was small. When I stopped fighting, I started lifting weights and stuff. That's how I got so big, and then yeah.
Or what weight you fighting at, Bryant?
Right now I fight at 176 elite, and then I used to fight at 65 and 54, 52 at the time, but I fought in 52 and 65 at the nationals. Then I took 3 years off boxing due to some personal stuff, and then when I'm just now coming back. and I've been fighting at 76 for a minute, but eventually I might move back down to 65 eventually.
Right. Then when you turn pro, within the next year or so, what weight you want to go pro at?
68 is a start off. I'll start my
68.
career at 68. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Speaking of 68, man, what did you think about that Canelo and Charlo, man? Did that
Hey, Charlo, my favorite fighter. Like since forever, he been my favorite fighter. Like I grew up every day before the gym, I watch Charlo. So I really convinced myself like if anybody could beat Canelo, it's Charlo because that heart. But he went up 2 weight classes. He tried to do it. He couldn't pull it off. So respect to him. But I thought it was gonna be more explosive. But
I'm gonna say this though. Charlo, I feel like Charlo a good fighter, a great fighter. I feel like he gave him too much respect. That's what it
that's
was.
what it was.
You know what I mean? I feel like it was a respect thing where he didn't want to let his certain shots go. You know, he was on a pedal the whole fight. You know what I mean? I feel like he would have had a better chance if he would have just actually gave himself a chance and just sat
yeah,
there,
Exactly.
earned his. You know what I mean?
Cause he
he was
got the
feeling that
tools to beat him.
Canelo cracking. He was feeling that.
No, but
Yeah, I'm
Canelo,
about
the
to
thing,
say when people say too
Canelo
much
got
respect, they
experience.
usually mean they was being scary in there.
Canelo got experience though, and Charlo knew that. He let that get to him. You know what I
And the
mean?
best thing about Canelo, he don't respect nobody. Even when he fought Floyd, he didn't really respect him, but he just got outclassed because Floyd's the best. But Canelo don't respect nobody he get in the ring with. He don't respect nobody, and that's why he's great.
And how y'all feel about the other Charlo against slapped by Caleb Plant?
Oh man,
Oh, I
I ain't
seen
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I go pro, I know a lot of stuff be happening in the pros where people try to do all that to sell tickets or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I can cuss on here, but I got
About
man, if
Spencer
motherfucker
Lee.
ever slap
Yeah,
me,
you
man, I
good.
swear to God. I'm from the trench, man. I ain't gonna lie. If somebody slap me, bro,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
going down.
that's what made
Hey,
me
I'm gonna say
mad. Just how
forget
he
the business. Forget the business at that point.
yeah, how he reacted is what shocked me. Like, cause I wasn't even like surprised off the slap. Cause you get into it with another grown man, something might happen. But
Yeah, they said he pulled his beard twice.
yeah, and he said his wife was right there, so he ain't had no choice. But
He had
I
no
just
I
thought he
choice.
mean,
was gonna react different.
I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, if a man disrespect you, it's alright to do what you gotta do. But far as the slap part, like even though he initiated it, you still don't let nobody slap you. You know what I mean? Like he went
No,
out
yeah,
bad. I ain't gonna lie.
his reaction timing wasn't like Canelo reaction timing. He was there. Canelo was there.
Yeah, he was
yeah.
there. He was on it.
He was there.
But I mean, it was a lot of people there. Who knows? Maybe police was there. Maybe that's why.
Nah, but you gotta think about it. It was a lot of people around Canelo, but Canelo,
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You
But
just
it's
think
like,
the Charlos, they talk so much, you would just think he would have had a much more rowdy response.
Yeah, yeah. Especially
and
Big
that's
Carlo.
yeah, we're right. Like the response just like it was so like it like his response made people feel sad for him. Like, damn.
Yeah.
mm.
But I see he coming back. Oh, that's a good card too.
I,
Yeah.
Against
I
Benavidez.
I ain't gonna lie. After he fight
Mhm.
Benavidez, I feel like he should fight. I feel like he shouldn't fight Caleb Plant directly after that. I feel like he should fight somebody else. Get that rust off him because he been out like 4 years or something like that.
2 years.
2 years.
Feel
Yeah,
like
like
four.
Feel like
it
four.
been it been like it's like 30 months, so it's like two
And
and a
he
half.
still got the belt. That's the crazy.
But
Still
don't
got
you
to
got
go.
you got to pay to keep that belt. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he been out 2 years, something like that. I feel like he should wait to fight Caleb Plant, maybe fight 3 times and then fight Caleb Plant because Caleb Plant been fighting, he been active. Even though he lost, he
He
been
been and,
active.
You know,
and
the
he put
Plant
up a
got
fight.
hurt too. But
Yeah, you seen how he did Darrell, man.
he did the Rail Bowl. He was doing good against Benavidez. He was
Yeah.
doing good against Canelo before he got stopped.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
he
lie.
was.
I ain't gonna lie. I think my honestly opinion, I feel like he had 6 to 7 rounds on Benavidez before Benavidez even start getting active. You feel
You know what
me?
I'm saying? A lot of people was feeling like he, you know what I mean? It was a much closer fight than the scorecards came out. I had Benavidez winning the fight, obviously overall, but
Mm-hmm.
Caleb was working though. That's what I'm saying. You can't sleep on Caleb Plant. He just gassed out in the end.
Gassed out. That's what it was. But I'm telling you, if he didn't gas out, I feel like he would have swept him. I ain't gonna lie.
If he ain't gas out, he would have won.
He would have won for sure because he was
Caleb,
already up.
Caleb would probably be undefeated. Caleb would probably be undefeated. He probably beat everybody if he didn't gas out. He'd probably beat Canelo and David, but he just hit his tank ain't there.
That's the only thing.
And it happens in every fight. We only talk about the David and Canelo fight because he lost. But even if all his best win, like all his wins, he used to get tired every time too. He just won, so we didn't care.
Yeah.
We only brought it up once he lose. Then we'd be like, oh, he got tired. Oh,
he got tired.
He been getting tired. He just winning those other fights because the level of competition.
Yeah.
No care. So that fight gotta happen at this point though. It gotta happen.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah. What y'all think about Boo Boo and Benavidez?
I like Benavidez, man. I'm not sleeping on Boo Boo though, but right now I'm real high on Benavidez right now.
Trying to tell him, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I pick Boo Boo, bro.
I knew you was picking Boo Boo just by how you asked the question.
Yeah.
I saw the videos yesterday. I was trying to tell him that Benavidez is gonna win. I was showing them videos.
But people get better, bro. You show me old videos, bro.
No, I actually like old Boo Boo. Like I used to think Boo Boo at 54. I used to be super high on him when he was at 54. I used to think he could get Canelo when they both was at 54 at one point.
So do y'all think he got a chance though?
I think he got a chance. Yeah, I think he got a chance.
It's like I like that fight like 65-35.
Boo Boo?
35. Yeah. I get Boo Boo. It just I don't know. Just David he's just a monster, man. Like it's just certain people right now.
He's super active, got a lot of power, got a lot of speed, and throw a lot of punches.
Y'all think Canelo ever fight him though?
I think so.
I think he got a 3-fight deal with Showtime. And I could be wrong, but in my head, is no way he got a 3-fight deal and David not part of that contract.
Yeah, they said he's gonna fight Big Charlo.
A 3-fight deal with Showtime. They about to go out of business though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this they last
too. But
yeah, I don't know what
Charlo was. What was Charlo? That was his first one, right?
Yeah, that's his only.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, he just signed he signed a 3-fight $90 million guarantee plus whatever pay-per-view.
So is it a PBC deal or is it a Showtime deal?
I think it was Showtime.
It can't be Showtime because we about to be in December at the November.
Well, then maybe the contract over.
PBC. I mean, he didn't get signed by Showtime. He got signed by Al Heyman, so he gonna fight on wherever Al Heyman.
Oh, then he'll fight on PBC.
Deal.
Yeah, so it's like Showtime, the network. So technically, Showtime didn't sign him. Al Heyman signed him. So wherever Al Heyman do business at, that's where he gonna be fighting at.
Okay.
But guys like Boots Ennis, Boots actually signed by the network Showtime. So I don't know what guys like him going to do.
That's who I forgot to tell you that I watch.
Yeah,
I watch him more than I watch anybody.
Can y'all tell that's who he watch?
Yeah, y'all kind of got the same frame, like the same body type shit, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm from Philly, so you already know that's my guy.
That's who I study the most. That's who I study.
Dog, man. Y'all seen that post? His coach posted something yesterday talking about Team Pacquiao. Boots can make.
I seen that
right now.
He said Team Pacquiao, Boots at 147 because he called out Tank.
Yeah.
Pacquiao better not. And Pacquiao, my favorite fighter of all time. He better not do it.
I ain't gonna lie though. If he fight Boots, whew.
Man,
hey, you think Ugas made him made his wife feed him from a spoon? Shit.
Man, I don't think Manny should do nothing like that.
No, yeah, Manny if I'm Manny, I just try to take the Tank fight. Manny just try to make money. He not fighting.
He's trying to make that money.
Who's not gonna make no money? Manny not fighting nobody who not making no money.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Either fight is dangerous for him.
Yeah,
Either
even
one.
Tank.
Tank is
No,
real
yeah,
dangerous
but
too.
Yeah. So
But
either
it's that
way it
bag, he
go.
gonna get that bag though. So he like, I'll risk it for that bag.
Yeah. Either
that's
way
what
it go though, I
that's what
feel
I'm
like
saying. It's like him and Tank literally break numbers. So it's like I risk getting knocked out to break some numbers, make money I ain't never made before. But for Boots, he gonna sell out by himself. Boots gonna
So
sell like
what
100
about Boots
tickets.
and Crawford?
I don't
I
think it
mean,
ever get made.
you can,
nah.
like I said, you can, but it's like if I'm Bud, I fight Boots only cause I go to Floyd Mayweather route. Floyd beat a guy who dominated the next generation. So if I'm Bud,
Yeah,
I do what Floyd did. I beat Boots because Boots gonna dominate the next generation regardless if he lose or win against Bud. So I beat him. It's like Floyd beating Canelo. Then Canelo went on to do all these great things. That's what
that's
Boots gonna
true.
do. Beat him right now and let him go on and do all these great things. So that win look crazy. Like now that Canelo win look crazy on Floyd record. Every time Canelo do some amazing shit, that win just look way crazier.
They be like, well, Floyd beat him.
Hmm.
And it's not and how he beat like sometimes I even just be like, damn, like I be watching Canelo fight and just be like, damn, Floyd really 12 owed you. Like that's how good he was.
Yeah,
Like you couldn't win a round and you like an all time great yourself.
but I actually think Boots beat Crawford.
Well,
Not a
I
hundred
I'm from
percent.
Philly,
I'm
so you
not
know
a hundred
I
percent
got Boots
sure,
over
but
everybody.
I ain't
he
gonna
got
lie.
a chance.
I ain't gonna lie. I
I
feel
gonna
like he
say,
got a
man,
great.
Boots the
I,
real deal.
I feel like that fight is like a 60-40, but on Booth's side is 60. I feel like on Crawford's side is 40. He young as hell, man. You gotta understand, bro. You feel me? Like he
But
coming
let
with the
me
shit.
ask y'all this: the reason why I can't pick him to beat Boots. Name one fighter in the history of the sport who fought the best fighter in the world for their first title shot right now.
You said name one fighter in the world that what?
Who fought the very best fighter in the world for their very first world title shot?
That's the only thing. Boots ain't got no
Nobody,
You're not
right?
gonna
defense.
win. Like this boxing, man, you can't. I don't care how good you is. I don't care if you Floyd, Mike, Ali, all them to one. You're not gonna beat the very best fighter in the world. Your first title shot. It's like it's just gonna be hard. It's not impossible, but I can't think of one. So it damn near is impossible.
Yeah, I
So
can't
it's
think of
like
one. I just feel like not 100%, but not Boots for sure.
that's why he got 30 fights now. Like guys like Shakur, it's like they amazing, but you got to remember he got 12 fights, then got a title shot because of the division he in.
What
You
what
think if
what
he no go
was
ahead.
that fight? Was that fight with that fight with Tyson Fury and what is his name?
Ngannou.
Nagano. That
Ngannou.
wasn't for the titles, was it?
I don't think
No,
so. It's only a 10 rounder, yeah. So no, no.
Yeah, it was 10
no.
rounds.
Because honestly, if that was like counted, like if that was for the titles, I feel like what's the name did actually beat him. You feel me?
I
Even
had
though they gave
Ngannou
it.
too. I gotta rewatch it, but I hadn't got no.
I gotta
No,
rewatch it.
I
I
ain't gonna
had
lie.
Tyson though.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Tyson, but he lost. He lost for sure.
No, yeah,
I like.
it was a close fight, but I had Tyson winning though. But
He he,
I'm gonna rewatch it.
but yeah,
he
Boots.
lost. He wasn't even landing none of his jabs that he usually. You know how he fight. He be on some Ali shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So all them jabs that he was throwing, it was crazy because not all of them jabs that he was throwing was like he wasn't throwing them to land them. He was trying to set up the right hand, but he was missing with the right hand.
Yeah, no, yeah,
So
it took him a while to figure out how to fight him.
You know,
yeah, it was like that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
no, yeah, I had like I want to rewatch the fight. They ain't put it up nowhere yet. If you ain't got like the DAZN or whatever, the pay per view or whatever. So I'm trying to rewatch it because like I said, I seen like the stats and everything. Tyson landed more jabs and punches or whatever than Ngannou landed more power punches or whatever. So I just want to rewatch the whole thing. But I did have Ngannou winning though.
I ain't gonna lie, and another thing, I feel like automatically, like when you expect somebody to get washed, like it's so easy for that person to like have a good round in people's eyes because we only human. So when you a 50 to 1 underdog and then you go out and that shit looks 60-40, y'all probably gonna give the ball with the 40 to round every time. What's up?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's just not supposed to look like that.
Everything you can
It's,
put everything over there.
it's wasn't supposed to go that way type shit.
Yeah.
So I think we get caught up in that a lot. Is like I said when you predict to beat somebody, it's like every close round you almost gonna give it the underdog way just because
that's
you're not
facts.
supposed to be doing that. And like I said, it's basically like it's kind of like the Ortiz and Loma joint. Like that was a real close fight, but it's like every close.
Ortiz won that though.
I felt like Ortiz was winning until the very end, but Ortiz is a great fighter. I want to see him fight Shakur or some of the top guys.
But what Lamachico was doing, it made it look like he was winning because he was stealing the rounds. Like, as the rounds, like I said, he would start off winning. Ortiz would start off winning. Then Lamachico will start doing some good shit, and like Matrix. Toward the end of the round, like toward the last minute of the round, then it looked like dang, you know what I
mean? And it be the body language. Like when people doing good work on Loma, it don't really like when people working Loma, his body language don't be as affected as when he doing good work on people. Like you really be seeing the distraught in their face. Like
for sure.
Like I think that's what be swaying people too in the rounds and shit. Like that's what really looked at like what's going on in here. Like when Haney was doing this thing, Loma never looked at like what's going on in here, even when he losing.
So let me ask you this though. Who you think won between Loma and Haney?
I thought Devin Haney won. Yeah, I thought Devin Haney won. I thought Loma fought for 45 seconds a round.
I feel like Loma got robbed.
I feel like Loma gave an amazing 45 seconds every round, and that was that.
I feel like Loma had 2 rounds. 2 rounds. I gave him 2 rounds ahead.
You see, 2 rounds ahead.
Yeah.
It was hard. I think it was the 6th round, and I think that 12th round was super close.
Yeah. The 12th round was close.
Yeah, and then I had it like tied for a lot of them rounds too. So I could have seen it go either way. I feel like.
I don't know, man. I think they need to get like a better judging system because the judges be sitting like right up under the ring, like so they can see, but they really can't see.
They should watch it on TV. I always said judges should watch it on TV. TV the best view to me.
Because they watching from like the bottom of the ropes. You know what I mean? Like they not really above and really can see what punches is really landing, and they gotta duck all down to really try to scoot all, and like they need to get a different system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said if they watching them, because when you in real life and you watching it, when they move, like you're not moving, and when you watching that at home, wherever the fighters go, that's where the camera going directly.
Yeah.
So it's like if you at the fight, you just gotta wait till they come back to where you can see it at.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You can actually see who winning when you watch it on the screen. Shit.
But that's what I would do. I would probably have like 3 judges backstage with big ass TVs and just let them rock out.
Man, that's really better too. Then that way you can't really hear the crowd as much because the crowd is sway.
That too.
The crowd and the commentators too.
Yeah. That Loma shit was crazy. My man would miss and the crowd would go crazy.
they do that with a lot of fighters that a lot of fighters that throw a big shot and miss, and the whole crowd, oh yeah, he ain't even landed.
That shit was crazy. My man, every time my man Loma breathed, Tim was like, "You see Loma getting ready?" I said, "Yo, my man breathe."
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's somebody who don't be knowing what they be talking about.
I can't stand Tim Bradley.
He is crazy.
I can't listen to him. I don't like watching Top Rank because, like, when Inoue fought Fulton, the first 30 seconds of the fight, Tim Bradley said, "Yeah, Inoue scared of Fulton. It just started, man." And then Inoue knocks him out.
I was about to say scared. That nigga, man, motherfucking Inoue looked like a fucking flawless
Power Ranger.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like Fulton though.
Listen, I'm from Philly, so Boots and Fulton, those my top guys that I like because they're from Philly. So, but I was hurt that night though.
Man, I wanted Fulton to win so bad, man.
I wanted to win too, dog. But Inoue just looked amazing that day, bro.
Inoue a monster for real.
I stayed up all night. Like I didn't go to sleep because I knew like if my eyes shut, it was over. I wasn't.
We stayed up too, didn't we?
Yeah, I fell asleep and woke up. Boom, right on time.
Yeah, or yeah, I stayed up because I knew like yo, if I go to sleep, the alarm clocks ain't gonna wake me up. It's over. So
Yeah.
I'm like, just stay up, just stay. You already because I'm a night owl. I already be up to like 4 in the morning every day anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Just a
so
couple
I'm like,
more
yo,
hours and you
just
good.
no bullshit. So I'm like, yo, just stay up for another 3 hours than your norm. Because if you go to sleep, you ain't gonna catch this.
Man.
Yeah.
And anyway, look crazy.
But I gotta ask y'all, every time we bring this fight up, I'm always gonna have no choice. Is he on the roids or no?
Who?
Who anyway?
Anyway,
Yeah,
he,
no drug
I
testing.
don't know.
I don't.
No
I don't
drug
know.
I
testing.
don't think so, man. I don't know why.
Now keep
I
in
don't
mind though,
think
no
so.
drug testing. No drug
in
testing
Japan.
That was
in
in
Japan.
Japan, right?
In
Yeah.
Japan.
So what? They didn't drug test him on purpose, or
That's
No,
the
no,
rumor.
in Japan is no drug testing in Japan. Like
dang? Why not?
it's different Jones. Like in Vegas, like you know how Keyshawn just got a one taken away from him for smoking
Mhm.
marijuana.
Yeah.
In Houston, it's illegal, so he got the one taken away. If he would have fought in Vegas, they don't test for marijuana. He'd have never got tested for that, so they'd have never knew anything. So in
Oh.
different places, it's different rules.
Different
But
communities.
why is he smoking anyway though? Like that's
No,
crazy.
no,
That
no
too.
boy.
That too, though. Isn't it?
That can't, no. Basically, we're rap though, especially with that type of future. Like I
A
said, when you
lot of people don't think so, but that messes with your win. Like I don't know how he was
No, as
able
an
to.
elite athlete like that, I feel you
Yeah.
I
100%.
want to know when I hear stories like that, I want to know. I be wanting to know like who's the actual person who went like this and then went like this. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
who knew that you fight on TV and still went like this?
Yeah, no cap.
I mean,
Like
unless he bought it himself.
Right, this on some lonely shit. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's the only way. Unless he bought, cause I don't see no friend. Like I know people do that. Like friends do that out here that really don't care too much about you. But I don't see him having the type of friends that don't care about him. Think about it.
I
Like
mean, I'm gonna be honest. I do. I mean,
It depends.
I
But
think everybody
I see
in the
around
world
this
probably got
stuff
a friend that
boxing
don't
show.
care about him as much as we think. But
yeah, but he, just
yeah, I
seeing
don't
everything that
know.
he got going on.
And you gotta think about it when you the friend with the money, who trying to tell you that you're doing something wrong? You just paid for me to
Yeah.
get to Vegas, and you just paid for the whole hotel room. You just
You
paid for the
right.
shorties who about
Yeah.
to
You
come
ain't about
up.
to tell him. Oh, you wrong,
Like
You
bro.
right.
you, so like you just flew me out here just because you knew me all your life. I didn't give you nothing. I didn't do nothing. We just knew each other since I was 5. So you flew me out here.
Yeah, you right. You right about that.
Like even like literally Fetty Wap said it. He said the day I knew I was falling off is when I woke up and I didn't make 100,000. And he said I never knew I was falling off because none of my friends was brave enough to be like, bro, like what is you rapping about? Like that shit trash. What are you doing? What's that?
Yeah.
Because he
No,
paying
that's
for everything.
facts.
They got salaries. He paying for everything. Nobody want to make him mad.
No,
Yeah.
They feel like they gonna make him mad. They really being a real friend.
no,
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why
Keyshawn,
y'all
he the money, he the ticket. Nobody want they don't want. You could be right. You could be right though, but you could be right. He definitely could have been in the room by himself, sparked this duty, but he out of pocket either way.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes boxing do get hard, but it don't never get that
It
hard to
don't
the
get that
point
hard,
it
like.
make you just say spark up a blunt and just take
not
it to
in
the
his
head.
case. It's not that damn hard because he getting paid top dollar for what his career is right now. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
mean, see,
So it's like,
boxing only hard when you broke.
Yeah.
It's not hard when you got money and you can do what you
Yo,
want to do.
I be telling people that all the time, and I ain't even never boxed, but I be just, you could just tell, like when you got money, it's just so much other shit that you could take off your plate. You only got to worry about the fighting part. It's like when you broke, you got to figure out how you
Definitely.
gonna make it, how I'm gonna pay my gym membership, my coach. He still got a family to feed, so it's
Yeah.
like all this extra
If
shit.
you ain't got hard, you gotta figure out jail. You know
You
what I
got
mean?
a work schedule. I gotta get off at this time, so this job won't hire me. So that job,
It's
yeah,
all
hard.
that.
It's hard, definitely.
all that shit, just
But
trying to do all that shit.
But on his stories, he be posting on his stories. He be riding around in nice cars and all
Yeah, that's
in
what I'm saying.
different states.
That top
And I be
ring bag
like,
look good,
yeah, he
bro.
got it going on.
Yeah, that top ring bag look
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know how that shit. He probably ate an edible or some bullshit too. You know what I mean? Just some bullshit. Thinking it was. He work out. He probably work out and train so much. He like, I'm about to sweat this and drink the water out this shit so quick or something. You know, sweat this out.
That's probably what he thought too. But nah. Nah. They caught his ass.
No, yeah. No, yeah. We usually this is usually my bro segment right here. We about to he was gonna do like it's like a few little fantasy fights that we add this bro segment. I'm trying to see if he gonna come back in. But no, he at work doing this shit though, so I'm already hit. So it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll just go ahead but basically we be just asking like, just little fantasy fights, how it happen, how y'all think it'll play out. Usually when we go into is Kenny Sims Jr. versus Richardson Hitchens. How y'all like that one?
No, I don't really watch them two like that. So I can't.
I mean, I watch Hitchens.
Hitchens a dog.
I watch Hitchens more than Sims.
Hitchens remind me. He remind me of like, I want to say like Shakur mixed in with kind of Gervonta. You know what I mean? Because that motherfucker hit hard. But he know how to box too.
Yeah, he boxing for sure.
Yeah, so him.
His last fight, he was. I think he won against William Zepeda his last fight.
Man, he made Zepeda look like nothing.
No, he was cooking him. I thought he should have been more aggressive and got him up out of there because he was beating him the whole 12 rounds, man. I thought he should have just got him up out of there.
You seen how Zepeda did Josue?
Man, first round, wasn't that first round he knocked him out?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Man, and I was going for Vargas too.
I had Vargas hands down. Bro, he came out, hit him with a.
Man, Vargas was talking good.
Where Vargas from Philly, right?
I don't know where Vargas is from.
I think he is from Philly.
I feel like he is.
Or do he?
He sound like he's from Philly.
I think he is from Philly, actually.
I don't know where he's from, but he was talking real good at the way
he was talking reckless.
He was talking crazy at the way
he convinced me through his words. I like he gonna win.
That showed a lot of people though. You can't be talking like that, like.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna win because how he was talking. I was like, oh yeah. And then that was his trainer. I think it's his dad or his uncle or somebody was talking crazy too. Yeah. I was like, he gonna win.
And who y'all talking about?
Josue Vargas and Zepeda.
Oh, that's the funniest boxing story in all of boxing.
Man, bro, I swear to God.
Like, yo, how you gonna talk shit and get hit with the first two shots and somebody throw and go to sleep?
It wasn't just talking shit. His dad was talking shit too, so it made it like, okay, now it's on. You know what I mean?
But it's boxing though. That guy Zepeda had way more experience at the time, and he was up and coming. So respecting him for even taking that.
No, fight. But even after that fight, he fought again
and lost again.
He did lose again.
I was on.
Did he get knocked out again?
It was how he lost.
It looked real bad. He might have got. I mean, I gotta look that up. He might have got stopped. I don't think he did. But
he got stopped. He got stopped.
He got stopped. He did. He got stopped.
He got stopped bad. Like he got a bad. It looked at bad.
Like a bad eye. I was fucked up.
Yeah, it was one of the jump basically where he almost like went to sleep on the ropes damn near.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. No, I had started asking like the fantasy fights and shit. I did the Richardson Hitchens, so I was let you.
Who y'all had?
I got Hitchens. I don't really too much watch the other guy. I don't too much watch the other guy like that, but I know enough about Hitchens to where.
Yeah, I got Hitchens because I don't watch the other guy either.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta watch Kenny Sims. A lot of people be saying that. I don't understand how people don't watch that guy. He really can fight.
I've heard of him. Who's he signed with?
He fight on Showtime right now. His last fight was on Showtime.
I've heard of him.
What weight?
I think like 140.
He had 140. Only thing about him, basically, he was like super highly talented, and then started off the career good, then took a few bumps and shit, and then had to work his way back up. And he been like he ain't losing like since like I want to say like 2017,
Hey,
2018.
hey, y'all know who nice though?
Cool.
Y'all know that guy? He signed with Boots. He
You
kind
talking
of
about
dark
You talking
skinned.
about Ismail?
Yeah.
You talking about Ish, right?
I think so. Like he kind of dark skinned with a
Mm-hmm.
little fro.
You talking about the chef? That's his boxing name, the chef.
Yeah, him. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, he nice. He nice.
I ain't gonna lie too. His nickname, he really stand on it too. My man really could cook. You got
Yeah,
I
he
seen that.
he
he really
nice though.
could
I ain't
cook.
gonna lie.
His food up there too. He really is the chef in the ring and out the ring. He could cook. No
I don't know
bullshit.
for some reason he got the same exact style as Boots. I don't know. It's weird.
No, that's his. That's like they
That's
kind
nice.
of, to be honest with you, they kind of like y'all two almost in similar in terms of they grew up with each other. Except for
Oh,
they both fighters instead of one transition from a coach. You transition from a fighter to a coach, but it's basically like the same story. They grow up with each other. They real locked in, so they around
uh-huh.
each other all the time. That's what So that's how that is.
Oh, okay.
What was the other fantasy boys you had?
Oh yeah. This one, like I said, is more so like a tournament because it's three fighters.
Mm-hmm.
You got Carmel Moulton, Bruce Carrington, and Raymond Ford. If you had to put your money on to be the future at 126 and 130, who y'all putting your stock into?
Raymond Ford is nice, but Floyd gonna push what's the name? Kermel. Floyd
And when I
really gonna
say and when I say stock, I don't want y'all to think about the money because I know people probably go from the. I
okay.
want y'all to really think just basically who y'all think could beat each other. Like if they all matched up, who gonna beat everybody in
All right,
that
you
group?
said you
Ford
you you said Raymond Ford, Camelmo, and then
Bruce Carrington.
Garrison.
and Bruce Carrington
Two
nice, but
two
I
Bruce
got
shooters.
Ford.
Carrington is nice, but I got Raymond Ford. I ain't gonna
I
lie,
got
hands down,
Ford.
I got Ford.
Why
You
y'all
got
got for? He
Ford.
got the experience and
He got too much. He ring smart.
IQ.
He
He can
ring smart.
box. He
Yeah,
he
in Southpaw. He can box.
yeah. So Carmel can come. I ain't gonna lie, Carmel remind me of a better Javante. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
real
like
rough.
like with him, no matter how much he come forward, Raymond Ford is too smart for all that.
I'll
Like
box him all
he gonna
day.
outbox him all day long.
Lateral movement, jab, everything.
He got
Southpaw awkward,
it's his IQ that's what's gonna make it hard.
and Ford awkward too. He's super awkward and got IQ.
What if you
So
give Carmel like 6 fights?
You said what?
What if you give Carmel like 6 pro fights in?
What do I think after 6 pro fights? How he
Yeah,
would be?
just give him more experience because he only had 1 pro fight, so
Yeah,
it's kind of a lot of people choose Ray off that. You know what I
I
mean?
ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I give him before I even feel like he could beat Raymond. I have to see him fight 10 times in the pros before
Yeah.
I can even like imagine that. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I ain't
Because
gonna lie, Carmel like went beyond it to me. I'm already sued.
uh,
He like one beat me. I'm already sued. Like I just
You said
seen
he like Wimby.
him do too much. Like I seen him beat up world champions. He go to top ranked gym, beat up all they highly talented prospects and all that. Like I
but
just seen him do too much. Like
I ain't gonna lie. I
I got
don't.
him over. I got him over Raymond right now in one fight, and I got him right now today. I ain't
I
gonna
don't.
cap.
I don't want to count. I don't want to count Carrington out. You know what I mean? Because he nice too, but I just don't feel like he fit in with that with them two names. You know what I mean? Like them two names is crazy. Like
No, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I feel you. I like both of them over Raymond. I like Carmel and but like I said, that's because I thought Raymond lost the pro fight before already.
when I think I know which one you talking about. Was
Eddie
it the one?
Vasquez fight.
Yeah, the boy who
Yeah,
Joe Cardina, the boy who Joe Cardina about to fight today.
who?
The guy who Joe Cardina about to fight today, that's the guy who I thought beat him.
Oh,
Yeah, I posted
yeah,
a
I
little.
think I did see that fight.
Yeah,
yeah.
Eddie
It
Hearn,
was
Eddie
a
Hearn,
fight.
Eddie Hearn said it after the press. Eddie Hearn said it at the press conference. I thought he lost.
And Eddie Hearn signed
I
Ray.
know what fight you talking about too, because I watched that fight and I thought he lost too, but I mean shit,
I,
he
I
won.
just feel like I just
that's
feel like
everybody.
Raymond be trying to fight too perfect. Like like now he way better. I feel like he got out the habit. Now he been flourishing. Like he been putting people down and everything, hurting you and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know who haven't fought on Top Rank?
Who?
Who you just told me?
Who?
The guy that just lost on Top Rank.
You talking about Jahad Tucker?
Yeah.
He got the fight though. He got a fight coming up though. He just signed
He
off.
do?
Yep, he just signed up on a fight. He got a fight coming up.
He
Bro,
haven't fought in a minute.
You know what's crazy though with
He
him?
got this fight.
I ain't gonna lie. He's all right or whatever. He can box, but the thing with him, I feel like he too big headed. Like
No,
he
definitely.
going to them.
He's funny,
He
bro.
going to them
Definitely.
fights with that mentality. Like, oh, I'm the next this. It's okay to have confidence in yourself, but you gotta know, like,
You gotta get there.
you gotta know, like, okay, I got more to work on. You know what I mean?
He
I'm
basically
not.
like that basically is like you
Just be
supposed to have
humble. You know what I
confidence,
mean?
but it's like unreal. Not I don't want to call it unrealistic confidence because I don't want to call nobody confidence unreal because everybody should be
Yeah.
confident. But
Yeah.
but basically it's like still know like I'm the shit, but also you also can know I gotta get
Yeah.
better. Like I got things to work on while
Yeah.
knowing you the shit.
Because that guy he fought, he could have beat that guy, but he was playing too much, and he
The guy
thought
he
he
fought
had him.
before
You know
that
what I
guy
mean?
was way better.
You said what now?
I said the person he fought before that fight was 10 times better, and he had the dig
Yeah.
feet to beat him.
Exactly.
You almost got put out. That
That
last.
that was crazy. I'm like,
Yo, you know what's
bro,
crazy? He almost kind of had the Vargas story basically, because boy, like
Yeah.
the first 10 seconds, Jahad Tucker controller died the first 10 seconds.
yeah.
My man
But
died. My man body went stiff. I'm like, oh my, like he couldn't
they
move for like 3 seconds. Like his whole body just like stiff. Like his brain was there, but his body shut down.
Yeah.
because they underestimated that guy, man. I don't care
Yeah.
how much of a bum you fight, man. You can't underestimate nobody.
And he wasn't
Because
even a bad fighter. He had moved up in weight to 154 and fought a big puncher. He wasn't even a bad opponent.
he wasn't a bad opponent, but Tucker was better than him.
No,
Like
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Wait,
Tucker
who
was
y'all
better
talking?
than
Y'all,
him,
y'all talking about
man.
The
y'all
dude
talking
that
about his
almost
last
knocked
fight
him
or
out.
the second to last?
The dude that almost knocked him out.
His last fight.
Oh, his last. Okay.
All right. Yeah, his last fight. I ain't gonna lie though. If I'm Bob Arum though, like I don't want to make. I always gotta say this. I don't want to make boxing corrupt. I don't want to make boxing corrupt. But if I'm the biggest promoter in the world and my young fighter got into a 50-50 fight, if my young fighter don't get that, I might fire you on the spot. Like I'm just gonna be honest. I
Yeah.
might fire you on the spot because it's like, yo, this is a business. My man, the A side, the highly touted prospect, he get every 50 fight, every 50-50 fight. If somebody don't come in here and beat my prospect up, y'all better not make him lose. Like, no boss.
Yeah, that's fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he fighting December 9th. I just looked it up. It's still on Top Rank too, so Bob didn't cut him. So
I was thinking that.
Bob
Dang.
didn't cut him. He's still
I
on
was
Top
just,
Rank.
I was just about to say that if Bob don't fuck with you, you get cut after one time. If he like you a little bit, you gotta lose twice.
Yeah.
Because Vargas posted something talking about I'm no longer with Top Rank. Like he left Top Rank. I don't think he left. I think Top Rank
Hell
left
no,
him.
he
Don't
ain't
play
leave top
Vargas?
rank. They
Yeah.
dropped him.
Emiliano.
He posted something on his story, not on his story. He made a post on Instagram and said, "I parted ways with Top Rank. I'm a free agent." As in, like he left them.
Yeah, we know
Which
what happened
Vargas?
though.
The one who got knocked out by Zapata.
Josue.
Oh, Josue. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He
We
made
know
it
he
seem
got
like
dropped, man.
No.
tried to
Bob
make it
was
seem
playing
like
that shit.
Listen, don't
yeah.
nobody just leave. Don't nobody leave like promotions like that unless you super already established. Like you usually use them to get to the point you want to get to, and then you could leave them because everybody gonna watch you no matter where you fight at now because you big.
Yeah.
Nobody leaving. Nobody just gonna part ways and you ain't there yet.
Yeah.
What was the I think I
Yeah.
had like it was like I think it was like one more like little three fighters and y'all see who y'all picked.
Abdullah and all that.
Yeah, it was Abdullah Mason, Frank Martin, and Keyshawn Davis.
Mason. Yeah.
That's not a bad pick.
I'll do
Yeah,
Mason
I
for
got
sure.
Mason for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm glad y'all picked that. Like I said, I'm how Mason and Carmel. because I remember everybody at that age, like these guys wasn't that good. Like I remember a lot of people at 17, 18, 19, like they wasn't as good as them guys at 18, 17.
Yeah.
Like these guys, like Carmel at 17, I seen Devin at 17, I seen Shakur at 17. Like I seen all these guys at 17. I don't think nobody was as good as Carmel at 17.
Carmel a killer. He got a mindset of a killer.
That's what it is.
But Frank Martin is a good fighter. Shout out to him. He a good fighter too.
Yeah.
I about to say, speaking on Frank, did y'all want that Frank John or would y'all prefer? Did y'all want Frank more than Edwin?
More than who?
More than Edwin.
For Shakur.
Oh, they were supposed to fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he pulled out and he fighting Edwin now. Who would y'all would have wanted? Who y'all think would make
I
it
would have
more
rather
competitive?
Shakur.
No, I'm saying no. So would you rather Shakur fight Edwin De Los Santos or Frank Martin?
I'd rather Shakur and Frank Martin fight each other.
Yeah.
You think it'd have been more competitive? Because I actually hear a lot of people saying that they think the Edwin fight gonna be more competitive, but I don't get it. Like I truly don't get
That's because
it.
they didn't watch Frank Martin probably.
See, they look at Frank. A lot of people look at Frank Martin and just think like, a lot of people don't know about him. You know what I mean? So when they hear, they be like, he fighting another bum or
And
no.
this is last fight. You know, in boxing, you only as good as your last fight.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, Frank Martin. I feel like he rushing into it. I feel like he need to go beat Keyshawn. That's the motherfucker he need to go beat.
He is old too. He need to go do it.
He need to go beat Keyshawn, then go try to beat his big bro. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? You moving. I'm not gonna say like he taking a chance because in boxing you gotta take chances. But I feel like he need to go for Keyshawn and then go for
Well, he probably is trying to go for all these guys.
because he ain't fought nobody at the end of the day. You might as well go get Keyshawn on your resume. You know what I mean? Then after you get Keyshawn on your resume, you go after the big dog.
No,
That's simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they letting Keyshawn fight tough opponents now, though. He was about to fight Jose Zepeda before the weed shit. So
that would have been a good fight.
Keyshawn resume is. If you look at any big fighter right now, look at their first 9 fights, and look at Keyshawn 9 fights. None of their first 9 fights gonna look like his. Like the
And that's how
record
you
for people
supposed
they
to
fight.
move a fighter.
None of them gonna look like even Shakur, Floyd, Spence, Bud. None of them was fighting guys 33-2 at 7 fights. He fighting guys that be like 33-3, 7 fights in. Like
They
wasn't
moving him right. That's how I feel like they should move these fighters. How they moving Keyshawn. They moving him right.
Yeah, because they tested him real early. Like, we believe in him, so we gonna
Yeah,
test
they
him
trust him
real early. Yeah.
I mean, well, they doing that because they do that with everybody who go to the Olympics. When you go to the Olympics, they gotta do that with you because at that point they can't. You don't already fought the toughest guys in the Olympics, even though it's amateurs, but still, you know what I mean. That's like the highest level of amateur when you go to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go pro, they can't take it easy on you. They can't make you fight a bum.
And plus, you be in the best fighters in the amateurs anyway, because I always like, to me, you be in the best fighters in the amateurs anyway, because all they gonna do is turn pro and become one of the best fighters in the world. So you be in the, like Danny beat Bud Crawford. He was literally beating one of the best fighters in the world. He just ain't know it yet. So
Yeah.
all these guys gonna do is turn pro and become one of the best in the world. So you basically fighting the best.
Ryan and what's the name? Devin. They fought each other back in the day, like a lot of times.
Yeah, so it's like you basically fighting the best fighters in the world. They're the future. Y'all the future, basically. You just seeing them early before y'all can see each other later in life.
That's facts.
You know who I did fight though? Dang, I think he fight December 9th too. What is his name?
Oh, you talking about from Top Rank?
He fight on Top
Benjamin,
Rank.
Dante.
I fought Dante Benjamin.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
All right, yeah.
I fought him twice in the amateurs.
How did those go? Was he pretty good?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. First time I fought him in his hometown, I beat him in his hometown, but it was his hometown, you know what I mean? They gave it to him, I didn't care, right? So he came to my hometown for the regionals. What tournament? It was the regionals for the Olympics or something like that, the Junior Olympics or something. And he came to my hometown and we fought at Downtown Boxing, right? It's down here in Detroit. We fought at Downtown Boxing. I beat him, clear as day. Beat him. You know what I mean? Tell me why they sent me and him to the Nationals. They sent me at 165 and sent him at 54.
The hell? So what,
it was crazy, but like even on my passbook, they don't got that loss on my passbook, and I lost them twice. They don't got neither one of them on it.
Okay, because I was about to ask you, so they give you the L for that? That's what I was about to ask you.
Nah, they ain't put it on there. Shit,
sometimes the I don't know. Sometimes the amateur boxing it get a little tricky. Like Shushu beat Duke Reagan like 3 times, and they sent Duke to the Olympics instead of Shushu.
Yeah, they do that.
It's crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like the way amateur boxing work. I'm honestly don't even want to box in it no more.
Especially here, like in Michigan. That's why we've been going out of town. Like he went back-to-back weekends in the kids' hometown and whooped them. Cause it's the same thing we fight over here. It's all this politics and weird judging and weird stuff going on. Ohio, I feel like Ohio, it's better in Ohio amateur boxing.
No, I do feel you on that because I just hearing about what's going on like in the judging that be down here, like some people might just have favoritism towards a certain gym.
Yes.
Shit like
that. Yeah, like it's a lot of favoritism in here with the judges and with the it's a lot of favoritism. Like we all grew up together since kids till now, so of course you're gonna grow a relationship with a fighter like somebody that runs the show, puts the show together, somebody that is judge or somebody that loves this gym. For years and years they're gonna be like, I love that fighter, he gonna be great. 10-9, he won. Like stuff like that. Like I've been to shows where it was a million people there for this kid and everyone was like, he's gonna win, and he lost, and then boom, he still won, and everybody's like, nah, he really lost. But that's why I don't like and then me being young and not having like a lot of people behind me, they gonna try to, like, I'm gonna tell you, Titus, he had a really good fight with a kid. We went up 2 weight classes, and Titus won the fight, but we had 5 people there at the show, and they had 100 people there at the show, so they gave it to the kid.
No, I already know it probably get like that. And then it's like, you know what I mean? They probably know this kid parents. They probably,
they grew up with them. They grew up in the same neighborhood playing basketball.
And it's like I look at it as just like in every sport, it's like you want your biggest names to go the furthest. So it's like if Carmel Bolton, if your fighter fighting Carmel, it's like I'm not giving you no easy, like I'm not giving you no close fight with Carmel. Like it's Carmel,
he's the biggest amateur.
He's the biggest amateur. Like if you don't clearly beat him, I want Carmel going to my nationals as if I'm running the amateur system.
You gotta stop Carmel.
He's the biggest name, so it's like that's when you like in the NBA. You want the Lakers to win every game because you want LeBron to play as long as he can because that's gonna make you the most money.
The views, people gonna tune in, money, all
that. The last person to beat Carmel in the amateurs was it Shakur Cousin or something like that?
Zaquin Moses.
Yeah, he did beat him. He really beat him too. They gave it to him.
Yeah. No, it was clear as day win that one. That was.
Zaquin. That whole we had that whole camp on here. We had everybody on here. Shit, probably the only top amateur we didn't have on here is Carmel, to be honest, and probably like Troy Nash.
That's what I was talking about. Like he don't have that many amateur fights, but he beating guys like Carmel Moulton, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He gonna be all right when he decide to turn pro.
Yeah, definitely.
Have y'all interviewed Thomas Covington from Michigan, but he be in Toledo?
No, I think I know who you're talking about though. I don't think we haven't got him on though.
He the one of the, he is the best at his weight in the amateurs. He came up with us at Jimmy Gym.
That's
Jimmy Paul trained him, me, Bryant, all that.
That's he like Thomas like my little brother. Like he grew up under me, you know what I mean? I know his mom, his whole family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like he like family. Like we like blood, but it's like he got a different mom. You know what I mean? It's like that with us.
Right. Who he with 10 Cartel?
Yeah, he's with Cartel. He
I know you're talking about.
He with Cartel and them, but I ain't gonna lie, Cartel and they got a good team. You know what I mean? They got a good team. And Thomas doing his thing. Everybody down there doing their thing. They got a good big amateur team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a dog team for sure.
Yeah.
They the best, right? Ain't they ranked or something?
No, they ranked like top 5, like in the country or some shit, like in amateur.
I've seen that. Yeah.
They doing their thing for sure.
They like that.
No, they is like that for real.
They got one little guy. They got one little tiny guy.
Oh,
when I was down there, when we was in
Ohio, this little boy, like maybe 8 years old, he fight like he 40, bro.
Man, I swear to God.
He fight like he Floyd. I don't know that little kid name. He'll whoop me.
That's why at a young age, he's so smart. Like at a young age, it's crazy.
They do got Khalil. He's like the number one in his number one in the country in his weight class. Khalil.
Yeah, gotta be. He gonna be great.
Yeah, kids like that is how is why I know for a fact every sport evolves and the new era always gonna be better than the last. The kids show you, like, we could talk all you want, but the kids show you, like whatever 8-year-old you talk about, I promise you Ray Leonard couldn't fight like that at 8.
We and in this new age we got so much like privilege, say, like handouts, to be honest, coming up in this age than back in the day. So we got all the opportunities. We got the internet. We got the diet plans, the workout, all that. We got so much knowledge that they didn't have coming up.
But also one thing that I can say though, this era right here got hands down the best talent from like since back in the day. Like back in the day, don't got nothing on this era. Like I'ma just say it. Like
no, yeah, like I said, I'ma always believe the next era. Like I'ma believe in 20 years they're gonna be better than this era. I believe every current era
talking about that
is better than the last era. I don't care what sport it is. I'm gonna always pick. I don't have to watch it. I'm gonna always say it is. And like I said, the kids is the reason why. I see kids and I'm like, yo, I know Floyd couldn't do that at 10. I know Shakur couldn't do that at 7. Like, no matter how good these people is, it's gonna keep getting better and better. You could just look at the kids and just be like, damn, how you 6 years old and you knew to do that?
I feel like Roy Jones, Ali, Sugar Ray, all them type of guys, like if they were in this era, like if you were to take them and just put them into this era, they would have been had a loss. You know what I mean? Like all of them guys, it probably would have took them a minute to even adjust to this type of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's only a select few who I feel like I dominated any era. It's like Ray Leonard. I think I like Ray Leonard as one of them. Roy Jones, Floyd.
Man, I feel like Roy Jones because he was at Roy Jones was at 47, wasn't he?
That nigga started at 54.
54. Light heavyweight. That nigga was at everything.
He just was a robot.
I wonder how that nigga got so big. That nigga fought at every fucking weight. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was a robot, man. He did shit. Like you know how some people, you see some people in sports and you be like, it ain't gonna never be another person who could do what he do. Roy Jones one of them. Ain't gonna never be a person that could do what he could do. Like he did so much shit in boxing that you can't get away with, but he's so talented, he got away with. Only he gonna be able to go to the Hall of Fame doing shit like that.
So what about a fantasy fight like this?
I know what you about to say.
Boots.
I knew you was gonna say
Boots. not against but against Sugar Ray. Who y'all at?
Boots against
now
I feel like you said, just kind of going back to that today.
Man, I got Boots, man.
I'm gonna say today's skill set, man. Boots. I
got Boots, man.
No, listen,
I got Boots, sir.
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I feel like I don't have no choice but to pick Ray Leonard. Like it's like,
on paper,
you're from Philly.
You got on paper. You're gonna go that route,
bro. Man, y'all talking about somebody best win Villa versus somebody best win Marvin Hagler. If y'all don't both go to sleep,
I mean you right about that.
If y'all don't both go to sleep right now and get back to your Z's.
But the only reason is because won't nobody fight him. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, he going to be better eventually, but I just can't say. I won't say it today. With your best win Villa versus somebody else best win Marvin Hagler, I just can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah, you right.
It's
But
just like nobody want to fight him.
nobody want to fight Boots, so he can't really prove it. You know what I mean? Like he can't go out there and show it.
And then Spence is a great fighter, and when he go beat Spence, they be like, oh, but he ain't beat nobody because Spence old and lost.
Yeah.
And then say he do beat Crawford after Spence, say pretend. Oh well, Crawford was at the end of his career.
He on his way out.
He never gonna win. And then who else at 47 that he could fight? Right, he could fight Ortiz, Virgil. He beat him. Oh, but he come
Ortiz, yeah, he
forward.
moving up.
Virgil moved up. He can't even. Yeah, he about to fight at 154.
That nigga passed out during training camp.
Yeah.
Passed out, try to make 147.
Oh, I
Had
did
to go
hear
to the
about
hospital.
that. Yeah.
He just signed to fight for
right before the fight,
January.
right?
Yeah, he put out the fight.
Yeah,
But Boots, they just doing what like literally in 10 years, Boots gonna do what they doing to him. It's gonna be another guy who the shit, and Boots gonna be like, I'm cool. Like he too young and hungry. He got it. Like I'm cool.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit. Like Sean Porter and Keith Thurman and them guys, they wanted to fight Floyd, but Floyd was looking at them guys like, yo, y'all too young
Floyd
and
was
hungry.
like,
I'm not fighting
nah.
y'all. Y'all tripping. Y'all too on shit
AB
right now.
wanted to fight Floyd.
Like,
you
said AB?
Adrian Broner, he really wanted to fight.
Y'all think he got a chance at 147 with anybody?
Who?
No, hell no.
AB?
AB.
Hell no.
Right now, no, man.
I don't think he could beat
I'm a
nobody
big
in the top
AB
10.
fan too. Like I don't accept no AB slander. I'm a big AB fan, man. But he be playing too much, man.
Listen.
I don't see him beating
I won't pick him
nobody.
to beat nobody. I won't pick him to beat like AB is literally like Floyd and AB the only two people in the history of boxing when they fought, like my body was like I'm watching a family member. Like I'm real life nervous for him type.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's like,
Not even Keith.
You said who?
Not even Keith.
Keith and AB.
No, wait, whoa. See now you saying not even Keith is really disrespecting Keith.
Though. AB still he want to fight Regis and all that.
Keith slap the shit out AB, bro. He not beating no.
That's actually an interesting fight if AB was like serious.
Who him against Regis?
No, AB and Keith Thurman. If Adrian Broner was like in shape and had no ring rust, that's like an interesting fight.
It would be.
The best fighter AB could beat to me, the biggest name fighter that he realistically got a chance to beat is Rolly. That's it. He not beat, bro.
So you don't think he could beat? You don't think he can go on a streak and beat Rolly, Ryan Garcia, and then go after Keith Thurman?
Rolly, he probably can get Rolly for
sure. Ryan, first of all, Ryan stopping him. Ryan stopping him for one.
Yeah.
Bro, he really like if you ever seen his punch count, like it'd be like 3, 7, 5, 12. Like who you beating like that? Who you beating?
You talking about Adrian Broner, right?
Yeah, who you beating?
It do.
Who you beating?
Like ever since he lost to
Maidana,
never throw a lot of punches. He stopped throwing like how he
used to. Forget A and B plus fighter. You're not being a C plus fighter going 3, 5, 7, 11, 12.
Yeah, he be popped up.
Like you're not doing it.
Bro, that nigga be tripping, dog.
That's why
he might not even be Rolly.
That's why I say he might not. Like to be honest with you, that's a bet. I would put that's the biggest fighter I think he could beat because Rolly's so sloppy. You gonna have opportunities. But even Rolly, it's like I was about to say that if you go out and throw 10 punches around, Rolly might be like, oh, well, I'm about to just press you then. If you're gonna throw 7 punches around, I'm about to just press you and get you up out of there.
He awkward too.
Tank still said Rolly was the hardest puncher he ever fought.
Yeah, he did say that.
I can see that. I heard Rolly get up to like 180.
Right there after rehydration, yeah.
How old is Adrian Broner? Like, how old is he? Like 30?
Gotta be like 36.
He might be like 30. I'm about to look it up.
Only thing I can tell you is he turned pro at 18 in 2008.
He's 34.
34?
Dang. He on his way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He gotta do something. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
He better call out Crawford.
The biggest thing he got for him is he a big name, so he could still get a big fight because he's still a name.
Still tickets.
It's either he fights Spence, he call out Spence, get it on with Spence, Hey, you never
Nah,
know,
AB be
That's too
like, that's big
big,
brother.
man.
I ain't gonna
That's too
fight him.
big. That's
man.
Listen, Spence gonna beat this shit. Like, yo, I don't want
that's
That's
too
big
I don't want
big.
brother, G.
AB
He
to
can't
fight
Spence
fight
none
about
that
to
of
big.
these
go
guys, bro. I don't want
Spence
AB
gonna
to
come
fight
in at
Boots.
180, dog. Man,
Like, I love AB. I know for a fact the moment he step in with any A or B plus fighter, like, I'm not gonna go to
it's gonna
sleep
be a
good that
long
night.
night,
Like, I
man.
know that.
Yeah, AB in his prime was beast, but ever since.
I looked at AB how I looked at Boots, bro. At one point.
At one
No,
point,
I ain't gonna lie. Too going back at AB career though, we missed a lot of shit. Like, remember how I brought up Caleb Plant when I said he been getting tired? He just won those fights.
Yeah.
AB, like, Ben was not active. He been had some fights that was close until he knocked him out. Like, he never was the most active person in his whole career. So it's like
Yeah, even with
Boots
Malignaggi,
Boots
that was a
really
tough
got
fight.
it. Like Boots really got it. Like, he really got every. I think he the most talented fighter in boxing. Period. Like,
And he work hard too. Like he in shape. He come in shape. He don't. It don't seem like to me that he party and do all the extra
no,
stuff.
yeah,
He come in
yeah,
shape.
yeah.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, out of every fighter in boxing, like when we talk about just straight tools in the bag, I don't feel like nobody got more tools in the bag than Boots.
Is that he got all the tools.
Bro,
I heard it, he be knocking people out in sparring, and that's 16-ounce gloves. He knocking people out cold.
No, I can tell you firsthand, living in Philly, I can tell you firsthand, Boots don't have no, like, I ain't gonna say he ain't got nobody who give him good work, cause I ain't gonna say that, but just I'm gonna put it this way, he don't have ain't nobody he can spar 100%. Like,
Yeah,
he
that's what
gotta
I've been
give you
hearing.
70, he gotta give you 70% in Philly. Like, ain't nobody he can spar 100%. They won't last.
That's what I heard. I heard he be knocking out a lot of guys.
yeah, motherfucker be on Instagram talking about, yeah, I just did 12 rounds, one arm with 4 different opponents. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro,
Yeah,
right.
That was bums, nigga. That was bums.
just did
I'm
12
like, bro,
rounds with
what?
jab only.
He was like, I just did 12 rounds, only used one arm, all defense,
Cause
4
I
different
cause
opponents.
it's
I'm
like
like, bro, what?
he
But
just too different. Like, I know every fighter in his gym, as talented as they is, he's just different. He can't spar them, like, he can't go all out.
But
It's
that's
just
that
too
old school stuff. A
like
lot of old school, like Jimmy, he'll throw us in there. Me, Bryant, or anybody he trained. He had pros. He'll throw us in there, and we only use the jab. Jimmy will tell me, you got to throw 80 jabs this round, and we working up and down, feigning and jab, and he wouldn't let you shoot the two, he go cut you out. And then only defense with this guy, he let him try to take your head off. That's how he taught it. That's that old school
Well,
stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. I got all my experience from when I was younger. When I was like maybe 9, 10, going into my teenage years. I sparred nothing but pros. Like, I would never spar amateurs. I never spar amateurs.
He
I
throw you
always
in there
spar
with pro
pros.
killers.
I sparred Albert Bell before. Uh,
Really does.
he
Antonio Wade.
another underrated fighter.
I sparred a lot of solid pros when I was young. I'm talking about 15,
15,
16.
16 fighting heavyweights. Rydell Booker,
I
we was
fought.
I'm about to
sparring.
say I'm about to say that gotta be before the growth spurt, cause what's her
Yeah,
name? Little as hell.
yeah.
Uh
I sparred Albert Bell before the growth spurt. Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to say, cause I was little as shit.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I sparred that nigga, bro. That nigga gave me hell, nigga. I'm talking
No,
about
I ain't gonna lie.
like,
Albert, I hate how boxing treat Albert. Like, Albert supposed to been on. They,
yeah,
like, I don't know.
definitely, yeah.
Like, boxing treat him crazy. Like, they scared. Like, I ain't gonna cap. He actually a fighter where I think people actually scared of. Like,
They
people
ducking
not gonna
him.
fight him.
Because if
I
you
risk.
really think about it, you look up, you seen him in the motherfucking training camp with motherfucking Cambosis, right?
Yeah.
You see him in training camp with Cambosis. Only reason Cambosis called him over there because Cambosis knew that motherfucker is an awkward fighter that's talented. That's going put him on game. You know what I mean? Like, Albert, a good ass boxer that got sharp ass IQ, bro. And when I
Mm-hmm.
was in the ring with him, when I was 15 years old, he taught me a lot just by even being in. Like, he fainting at me, shooting shots quick as hell. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a learning experience when I was in there with him. And every other pro that I've been in there with, like I said, I never got in there with amateurs. You know what I mean? That's why I was so advanced so fast when I was so young. That's why when I get in here with amateurs, honestly, it don't be shit to me when I get in there with
It
them.
ain't nothing to be worried about.
It
He
don't
threw us
be.
in there with killers.
Yeah, I don't
How
really.
y'all feel about the basically the amateurs in terms of the kids who be having a lot of fights like I talked to a pop one time. I talked to everybody know King. Y'all know King Jr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was talking to his pop basically, and I asked him why he don't be in these tournaments, like, cause King Jr. could easily be a 10-time national champion right now. So I
For
Yeah.
asked him
sure.
like why he don't be in every tournament, go to every net, and he just basically on the type time like me personally. He basically was like me personally. I don't think it's cool where when the young boy would be 10 and he had 100 amateur fights. That mean he been hit over 100,000 times
I agree.
plus the sparring. So he said what I do is I'm just gonna take my son around the world to these guys who do got the 15-time national champions, the seven, and I'm just gonna make my son spar them. I'm not gonna make him have 200 fights before he ever
That's
even
true.
become a teenager.
I ain't gonna
So
lie.
it's like,
I was just like King though. I was just like him. I didn't start going to national tournaments until I was what 16, 17. All through when I was 8, 6, 8, I fought in shows. All through that.
Preparation.
All through that. You know what I mean? I never got a chance to put my skill, like let the world see my skills until I was 16, 17.
Right.
I was just like him. You feel me?
Cause you gotta protect the health too. That's a kid.
Yeah. You
yeah,
got
that's what I
You're
be
not supposed to
saying.
get punched in the head as a
yeah.
8, 9, 10. That's not really what you're supposed to be doing. So that's smart that he do that. A lot of parents or coaches or whatever, they throw the kid in there for their ego. My kid got 200 fights. He a 10 million time world national champion. They doing it for the ego. You gotta think about the kid's brain and all
Kid
that
be
stuff.
like kid be like 12, already a 10-time national champion. I'd be like, damn, that
Yeah,
mean he
that's
got punched in the
cool, but
face a
like
lot.
it's the
But
kid's
but
health at the end of the
but you
day.
gotta think about it. It's like this. I feel what he's saying by taking his kid around, letting him spar experienced guys, because it's like this. One thing about it, when you in sparring and you letting your son spar an experienced guy, if you say, okay, you're gonna spar this guy for 6 rounds and he getting off on your son, right? You can pull your son out of there. But in the real fight, you ain't pulling him out of there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Smaller gloves.
If he getting beat up in the first round and it looking like he ain't gonna make it to the second, it's either you throw in the towel or you let him go through.
And you
You feel
ain't
me?
gonna get another fight. You can't fight for 30 days.
You gotta think about it. Like when for instance, when Sean Porter fought Crawford, his dad knew what it was.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel me? Before
Yeah.
when he seen that first knockdown, he said, "Hell no, I ain't letting my son go out like that. That's his son." You gotta think about it. Regardless of how his son thinking mentally, nah, I ain't letting you go out like that. Towel, boom. You feel me?
But I just think some parents should just, bro, like, even if your kid, because like I said, they be 10-time national champions, so clearly they doing something right.
Yeah.
But it's just the nigga 10, like, bro, he 10 years old, he already a 10-time national champion. Like, that mean he been fighting. That mean he get punched on every day of his life.
Box.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you this.
he
This how
need a
you know that's
break.
right, because when I was training, I was boxing and everything, right? I'm sparring. I was sparring a lot. I hadn't had a fight in a long time though, so I was sparring, getting ready for a fight. I'm sparring. I'm whooping on these guys. I'm having close sparrings, but I never really got hit with a clean shot, or never really got like beat up. All of a sudden, I'm feeling weird. I'm thinking I'm just tired. I'm just dead. I'm making like, oh, I didn't drink enough water. All of a sudden, I find out I had a concussion. I tell the doctor, I said, I never got beat up. Why would I have a concussion? I never got hit. I don't remember getting hit with. I never got dropped. Nothing. They said that doesn't matter. You get hit with one shot, the next 2 days you get hit with another, a jab, anything. They even said a body shot. They were like, it accumulates, it builds up, and then you get a concussion. So that's true with the kids. Like, they having all these fights and stuff. You just gotta know how to move them. Like, you gotta think about their health
And they
too.
going, that was another reason he brought up. He was on the type time like my son going to spar a lot. So what, like he already going to spar enough rounds. Did like he is a 10-time national champion. So I'm not gonna make him
Exactly.
spar that many rounds and fight those many rounds. And I want him to go pro and fight as an adult one day. So it's
Exactly.
like,
That's how our coach Jimmy, he moved us. Like, he had the best guys in the nation. They only had 30 fights, 40 fights, 10 fights. Like, he had ranked fighters with a least amount of fights. That's how he moved them. He cared about the health of his fighters, and he just he knew they was gonna be great, so he put them in the shows, and then boom, go fight in nationals.
Mm. And I be like me, like if I like me personally, like you already know when you're a boxing fan, automatically you already know whenever you have a kid, like they boxing. Like in my head, my kid boxing regardless.
Yeah,
So like I'm trying to go down that route where it's like I ain't trying to make him fight 200 times, but I'm gonna make him around the world and go spar the kids that do fight 200 times though.
exactly. And again, like Jimmy, like I went to Las Vegas and I sparred the best guys that's have all those national stuff. And I was in there and I showed myself, okay, I can keep up with these guys, and I ain't even close to how many fights. So like that's what they saying is true. Like you can go around the world and get that work and get those show fights and then go fight and win the nationals. You only got 30, 40 fights. That's facts.
No, definitely. I'm about to say we definitely gotta get y'all coach on here though one of these days.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's gonna be a part of our gym. Um, he say I'm only gonna come like for 2 hours, but I know Jimmy when he get back into what he loved doing, he gonna be there all day. Like he gave my
No,
fighters pad work, and he wouldn't get off the pads. I know deep down he gonna.
no, I say that about every coach because it was basically I had a homie that came to me that was trying to work. Well, there's a lot of great coaches in this one gym in Philly, so he was trying to get in there, and they basically told him like we won't have as much time for you because you know you're a great gym, it's a great fighters. If you're not elite going into a great gym, they're not looking at you. So,
Yeah,
but I told him to go anyway because I said, bro, they coaches at the end of the day. If they see you doing something wrong, bro, they're gonna walk over to you and correct you just because they
exactly.
coaches at the end of the day. Like that's what they love to do. They're gonna coach you,
Stay
even if they
passionate to
saying they
teach.
not. They will. Once they see you doing some shit you ain't supposed to, the coach and them just gonna make them walk to you and start coaching you.
Facts.
Okay.
That's facts.
Y'all can go ahead and give out y'all social medias and let people know where they can find y'all at.
You can follow our boxing gym page at Punchtown Boxing on Instagram, and I'm gonna post like the updates of when we had a grand opening and when we open and everything. Then you can follow my personal page if you want to, Kiko's G.23, and then
For me, y'all can follow me on IG. 2.smooth2. 2 O's. SMOOVE.